I wanted to make meatloaf the other day and realized I didn't have any breadcrumbs. And so I came to the grocery store. The ingredients in the shelf-stable breadcrumbs are just crazy. I mean, even the plain ones. Like, really? So I'm determined to make my own clean, beautifully dried, shelf-stable breadcrumbs with my own homemade bread. And I'm gonna use a freeze dryer to make them shelf-stable without any preservatives or added ingredients. It's a slushy, sloppy mess outside in Alaska right now because you can see the sun is shining. It's around 32, 33 degrees. And when that happens here, it just becomes a muddy mess. And our cars pay the price. They get very dirty. When I get home, I will show you how I'm gonna use my stale, old, homemade sourdough bread that I'm not gonna eat because it's getting old and hard and ucky, but I also now don't have to let it go to waste. We'll have delicious homemade breadcrumbs. I mean, assuming this all turns out how I planned in my head, but I think it will. It's got to. I've had this idea in my wheelhouse for quite some time, but I just never had enough leftover bread to actually try making breadcrumbs. Well, I take that back. I've made breadcrumbs before, but I've used them right away or just thrown them into the freezer. My freezer right now is exploding. Yeah, don't judge me. So I am trying to keep as many things possible out of my freezer and onto my pantry shelves. I've got these 2 loaves of bread here that have gone pretty stale. They are not great to eat anymore. This loaf of bread just did not even turn out well for me. So this is a perfect contender for breadcrumbs. Do you see how flat it is? And then this one is just ready to go also. You could do this with any homemade bread you have. I mean, you could do it with any bread. But the perk of using homemade bread is that it has no additives, no preservatives, no seed oils, no junk in it. And so your breadcrumbs are gonna be the same. They're gonna be top quality. So first I am going to slice up my bread just into some larger sized chunks to get them ready to be processed in my blender to just grind them down into more bread flake consistency. I've got this lovely big bag of breadcrumbs. This probably is not going to be enough to fill up all 4 of my trays, but we're just going to deal with it. Typically, when I get to the end of a loaf of bread, it's dry and kind of hard, and so I don't prefer to eat it. A good way to save your bread is to just throw it in a freezer bag, keep it in the freezer, and then once you have a bag big enough, then turn it into breadcrumbs and freeze dry them. I just happen to have a few loaves ready for me that I could just use, so we're going to do that. And remember cleaning out the freezer. Okay, so this is probably gonna take a couple of batches. I'm gonna fill up my blender, pulse this up, and then we'll pour them on our trays. We actually ended up with way more breadcrumbs than I expected. That was so easy. It's like sand. I just kind of want to play in it. But no, let's get it onto our trays. I'm lining this with the parchment sheet. It's not gonna need it, but I just think for packaging, I might be able to just pick it up in the sheet and it'll be fine. But either way, it shouldn't stick to the tray. I'm just gonna divide this evenly between my 4 trays. And with something like this, you really could pack down these trays like super full. But, you know, like I said, this is how much I have. And that's okay. You know what? I'm kind of wishing I didn't use a tray. Or I'm kind of wishing I didn't use a liner. But, oh well. These look so good. Let's get these downstairs to vanilla ice. I'll show you the settings that I'm gonna use. And I honestly don't think these are gonna take very long. For my settings, I'm going into custom, but I'm just doing this on a standard freeze dryer run, which I'm gonna keep at -10 for my freeze. I don't need to do any extra freeze time. These breadcrumbs are gonna freeze like so fast, so I'm not worried about the freeze. My dry temp is at 120 degrees and my extra dry time is already set to like 8 hours, I think. And all I gotta do is hit start. And we'll wait our 15 minutes and get these loaded up. We are ready to load these up. It's gonna be so nice to be able to just store these in a jar on my shelf. When these come out, I will show you how I plan on storing them. Right now, Harvest Right freeze dryers are on sale for Black Friday. It is the biggest discount of the year that they offer. So if you're ready for a freeze dryer for Christmas, jump on that. I have it linked in my video description below. It'll take you right to their website and you can check out all the deals that they have going on. Mine is a size medium. It's the older version. The new size mediums have 5 trays. If you got any questions about them, let me know down in the comments below. Okay, I'm really anxious to see how long this takes because there is so little moisture in the bread already that I think it's gonna be a very fast freeze drying run. I'll be surprised if it's more than 24 hours. Knowing me, if it ends sometime tonight, I'm gonna just let it run all night because I ain't dealing with this in the middle of the night when it's bedtime. So we will see. What else? Nothing much is happening around here. So I will catch you guys when this is ready to come out and we will package it up. Quick intermission. I am excited to announce the 2025 Christmas card exchange with Freeze Dry Society. If you want to send me a Christmas card, I will send you our family's Christmas card in return. I hang all of the cards that I get here on my wall back here, and it's so much fun. I love hearing from you guys. It gives us a fun, like, personal connection. I like to see that you're like real people who are so kind and watch my videos. So if you want to participate, I will have my P.O. box listed right here on the screen, also in the video description down below. It's so fun. So please send me your Christmas cards and I will send you ours back. Okay, bye. Welcome back. It is the next day. My machine ran for 19 hours. That included that 8-hour extra dry time. So this really was a quick run. I can't wait to see the texture of these breadcrumbs and how they turned out. Here we go. You guys, they're perfect. They feel like panko breadcrumbs, and they even have that like thicker texture of panko. You know, that normal just plain breadcrumbs that you get at Walmart? It's like a fine powder. And we saw the ingredients. They're full of junk. This is more textured like the panko, which are like a fried dried breadcrumb, right? I think so. Anyway, I like a chunkier breadcrumb when I do like meatloafs and stuff like that. So this is gonna be perfect. I'm so excited. To package these up, I want to store these in mason jars and I'm just gonna vacuum seal the top. And then anytime I go to use it, I will just scoop out what I need and then re-vacuum seal the top every time. It's really like super easy. If you don't have the food funnel from Freeze Drying Supplies, I absolutely love this thing. This, I would say, is like a must-have for packaging up freeze-dried food. I'll have it linked in my video description down below. But like sometimes I just have the legs off and set it on top of a jar, and you can fill your jars up that way. It's so easy. But it also comes with legs for when you're packaging in Mylar bags, and it will stand. You stick your bag under and drop your food in. I'm obsessed. And just like that, we've got 2 huge jars of sourdough breadcrumbs. Now I can say I make sourdough meatloaf. Because I mean, I love turning everything into something sourdough, like sourdough baked goods like cookies, sourdough pancakes, sourdough waffles, obviously sourdough bread. I've not made sourdough cinnamon rolls yet. I've been wanting to try because that sounds delicious. But now we got sourdough meatloaf. So, I mean, that's kind of fun. So next time I'm thinking about adding Italian seasoning to the breadcrumbs so that we have an Italian spiced option of breadcrumbs. I mean, you could add any spices you want to flavor these up, which would be really good. I would just add the spices during the blending process so that it all gets in mixed nicely with your crumbs. And that would be so good. Let me know if you've done this or if you're gonna get ready to try it. We are getting ready for Thanksgiving. We are actually going to be traveling. We get to go visit family in Arizona for the week of Thanksgiving, which we are so excited to see our family and to be in warmer weather, which will be heavenly. So I might be a little slower around here. I hope everyone enjoys their Thanksgiving holiday. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of your support. Remember, when you freeze dry today, you secure your tomorrow. Bye, friends.